What up, City Boys? Back here again with a fresh podcast. We're here with a special guest.
Millie Stay Active. Y'all can find me on Instagram, Millie Stay Active.
Quote unquote, I remember you saying that you were a lover boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, that was the whole conversation. This whole thing sparked up, like, literally, we actually linked up with Millie, like, in the gym and stuff like that. That's how this whole thing got started a little bit, too.
This is why I wanted to have your conversation with you guys.
Exactly.
Because I remember coming up to you guys. I'm like, yo, I love the content, but I'm a lover boy.
Yeah.
First thing Alan tells me, he's like,
yeah.
First thing he tells me, he's like, yo, you gotta shoot it in the foot. You gotta get it out of here. And I'm just like, yo, but how do you? And this is why I wanted to have a conversation with y'all. Maybe it could just be proactive for somebody listening at home. How do you build something so genuine? Mm-hmm. Because I know you guys are very genuine people. You guys both have. Hold on, that's for the edit. Like, if you want to edit that. Right. You guys say that you guys have girlfriends on.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, you guys both are. And you guys are both in relationships. So, how does that look like for you guys? Where you could just fully be yourself, be genuine, and also say, "Yo, fuck that shit. Don't be a lover boy. Don't do this." How do you balance the two?
So, first off, what is a lover? What's a lover boy?
Yeah, let's start with that. Actually.
I say lover boy is somebody who definitely comes out of his own pocket, probably applies a little too much energy into a situation. A lover boy is somebody that kind of like love bombs, just like romanticizes a lot of an idea.
Okay.
I would say so. That's a lover boy.
So when you mean love bomb, what is that like? You mean texting them, love bombing,
I would
or
say
showing over affection?
More like over affectionate, I would say.
Yeah, I would say like love bombing is like,
like name calling. For example, like instead of like calling her by her name, you call her baby or babe, and then like flowers.
But maybe a little too soon.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little too soon. Kind of lead with your heart instead of like leading with your brain. You know what I'm saying? That could be like love bombing.
So like the question is how do we balance having a girlfriend and being a lover boy at the same time? Or
I would say, how do you guys balance giving the message, fuck the lover boy shit, right? Fuck the lover boy shit, but also have a healthy balance of just like going about your relationship the right way.
You want to go first?
Yes. So as of being, quote unquote lover boy, as men we have roles, right? If me and my girl, right, I gotta be a boyfriend. Yeah. I'm the man of the relationship, so that comes down to providing, protecting. That's your duty in that situationship. Nevertheless, I'm also still a man. Meaning, I still have a purpose in life. Females are always going to be in the back burner for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be pursuing, a greater self versus putting my girl on the pedestal, so to speak. You know what I mean?
That's where I feel like a lot of guys mess up in. Where they just like idolize the woman,
right?
And basically she's the sole purpose of his life and his motivation and everything, and then he kind of forgets about everything. You know, you see the boys who like
stop going to the gym.
Exactly, stop going to the gym, stop hanging out with their friends, ignore some family, and then she just becomes like this thing, like.
And that's the worst part. Of that life. When you do that, right?
Yeah.
Then she gets over you. Then she cheats. Then she looks attention somewhere else.
Cause she'll take advantage. What's the word?
It gets boring. It gets boring.
It could get boring.
The last thing you want to do the last thing you want to do with any girl is bore her, and like to answer your question for like maybe just to even add on to what Alan said. Personally, I say that she has to like you more than you like her. That's if you want to go like far as fuck, bro. Yeah. That's the only way it's gonna fucking work. If she likes you more than you like her, and also coming from an abundance mindset, I would say too. You know what I mean? It's not that you don't love your girl or you don't care for your girl. It's just that I can replace you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just easy to be. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to put you down and make you feel like
lesser than who you are as a person.
Exactly.
But it's just more of an abundance mindset. And like I said, if you want to go far in a relationship, bro, she has to like you more than you like her. Has to.
And this is where my pushback comes, right? Because I love the message. You're basically telling guys like, prioritize yourself, which I totally agree with. This is my little pushback, right? So, and maybe you guys can help me with that. Okay. So, traditionally, us men, we got to be the provider.
Yep.
We got to basically sacrifice a lot of our time resources, time, money, etc. So you kind of have to be more. You gotta involve yourself more into that relationship than probably she does.
Right.
So to say that, how did you say it? You said to say like she has to like you more.
She gotta
to
like
say
you
that she
more than
likes
I
you
like her, yeah.
exactly. To say that she will like you more. To be a traditional man, you kind of have to come out your neck a little bit more than she would, come out your pocket a little bit more than she would. So
right.
you kind of have to sacrifice and eventually like put her in this one position.
So as a man, you have to take care of her, provide for her, protect her, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
With me doing all that for you, you got to be submissive.
Yeah.
Because she's not the prize. I'm the prize. I got to go to you and beg to you to take care of you, right? You're going to be taking care of her, right? You're going to be taken out, and I got to beg you to take care of you.
Yeah, it's a little backwards.
And on top
Right?
of that,
It's a little backwards.
So which is why you don't pedestalize her. You're the prize in the
Mhm.
relationship.
on top of that, I would say too, like with this whole like traditional, like this tradicon shit, I'm not traditional. I'm
Mhm.
not. Do I have traditional morals and stuff like that? Yeah, but I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself traditional.
Yeah.
Because if I'm gonna be traditional, then she has to be traditional too. Like it doesn't make sense that I'm traditional and she's not traditional. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So
Yeah.
for example, like you say like, oh yeah, so you guys are traditional. I'm like, bro, we don't even have traditional women. I mean, first of all, let's start over here. Like, any girl that I've dated was never a virgin.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
So how the fuck we traditional then?
That's fair. So that's like the make or break line, the virginity. That's like one of them.
No,
that,
but
you
no,
can overstep.
no, but
that
that's
you can
traditional,
probably-
right?
That is traditional. Yeah, you're right. Now to follow red pill guidelines, would you say that a follower of red pill guidelines has to be traditional? Because red pill, I'm pretty sure, comes from red, like conservatism, right? Like you know, red blue has to come from some sort of conservatism, right? So there is a line, there is an underlying conservative belief behind red pill.
Okay.
Yes.
And so the people that follow it, let's say to heart, would you say that they have to be like a little less
a little less, I would say, when it comes to
You know what I'm saying?
a little
Like-
less traditional, I would say,
Uh-huh.
because we're not in traditional times.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
that's
like the time of our parents, bro, that's probably the last time we saw real tradition. You know what I mean? That's my fucking dad is like 60, bro.
Yeah.
That's maybe the last time I saw tradition like that. You know, so to do that shit in 2024 now, where girls have OnlyFans and girls go out to
And
Miami, hot girl
Yeah.
summers and shit like that. You telling me I gotta
Oh,
be traditional?
man.
Fuck.
That's where a whole like dynamic comes through, right?
Yeah.
Females look for a traditional man, but they're not a
When
traditional
they're
female.
not traditional,
That's
and
true.
they want tradition only when it's convenient for them too.
When it's convenient for them.
Mhm.
I got this story. I don't mind if you guys don't mind that
Go
I
ahead,
say.
man.
it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is one of my biggest videos. I think it has like 500K on TikTok, right?
Nice.
And it was basically me explaining a date that I had where I spent like 200. All right, I get it. Like, there's girls in the comments like, "Yo, 200? That is like, oh, that's regular. You're broke, whatever." But it wasn't my girl though. You know what I'm saying? If it's not your girl and you're spending 200 on a date,
Yeah.
listen, bro. I'm not Andrew Tate. I don't have a yacht in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a Bugatti.
But you
in
see
my,
that,
in my
like,
driveway.
that's what I mean. Like,
It's almost like
they're just
entitlement.
yeah,
It's an
exactly. They're just
entitlement.
talking that shit. Like, where's your $200 then?
It's
You
not
pay for
even.
this shit.
It's
I mean,
not
like,
even that, bro.
no, but I get that. But like, that's what I'm going at. Like, you're here asking, oh, well, $200, that ain't shit. Like, well, this is the effort I'm putting in for someone who's not even my girlfriend.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is why I say nowadays, as when you take someone on a quote unquote date, like,
Drinks.
I'm not taking you to
I'm
eat
not-
out
yeah.
or anything. You know what I mean? I'm taking you to. I'm gonna get to know you on drinks.
But there's a lot of guys that would fly a girl out. What do you guys think about if it's not tricking if you have it? Let's say you're making a certain amount of money. Is it really tricking if you have the money to have it?
It depends
I would
on a certain
say
extent.
Don't
How do you guys feel
lead.
about that?
Don't lead with your wallet. If you can do that, then that's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? But like, I would say don't lead with that. Like, don't lead a fucking first date. Like, yo, let me fly you out. Let me take you out to dinner and this and that. Like, or I pull up on a random girl at the gym. Like, yo, like, would you like me to take you out to dinner? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know this cool restaurant. You know, super fancy this and that.
Yeah.
Don't lead with your wallet because it's not genuine desire that's for you. You know what I mean?
That's why you end up getting used.
I've been on hella dates and it's only been drinks, and bro, I think $60. I think the most I've had, like the tab for drinks, was like $80, bro. And I'm talking maybe like a 70-80% closing rate at that point. Yeah. You know what I mean? On drinks.
Life hack.
Drinks.
If you don't want to spend too much on drinks, pre-game. Make it a little game. Take it to the liquor store. Be like, yo, you can get whatever you like.
Oh, damn.
You might be spending 50, 60 on a bottle, but you're saving at least 75 for the night.
If you don't got like that, stay your ass home, get some overtime.
You shouldn't even be going on dates if you don't got like that, honestly. You can't go on dates if you don't got like that.
Because
everybody has a demographic.
They're just, nowadays, women are just expecting. Mm-hmm. They're expecting that shit. And if you don't, then you're like, I'm not even going to look this guy this way, you know?
Yeah. Or go out with an ugly girl.
Damn.
That doesn't expect too much. Hold on. Let me land. You could go out with, I'm telling you, everybody has a demographic. Let's say you're not this big time dude. You're balling on a budget. Those guys still get their dick wet too. They gotta find somebody that allows them to do that as well. You know?
Oh, man.
So maybe like a lower tier girl. Don't go expecting, sliding into like the
top tier one.
Top tier one, expecting them, to go half on a bottle with you. Don't do that.
Damn.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
This is what y'all signed up for, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No, I would say but for real, just if you could take anything from that segment, just don't lead with your wallet. Try to go for like genuine desire first. Like, you gotta make sure this chick really likes you. If she really likes you, bro, she'll do any activity with you, bro.
That is true.
Yeah, that is very
any
true.
activity with you, like on the first date.
Agreed.
If she starts like, if you say, oh, like we should go get drinks, I think we should go over here. Nah, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight up.
That
Straight
happens
up.
a lot, yeah. Pretty girls love going to like nicer places.
They can go there by
Yeah,
themselves.
I would say that. Well, I could also say one of the reasons why I did want to come here and have a conversation with you guys is because you guys, and it's real. Like I'm here right now, I'm physically here right now, and I see that you guys really live what you preach. And I've seen that from far away a little bit. Like, you guys are just a model of just like consistency, determination. You, what you're fighting, you bodybuilding, you guys really live it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to come over here, really tell you guys that by myself.
Thank you.
They really live
that,
it.
bro.
They really live this lifestyle. You think it could? Some people fake it online. Like
it's a facade, yeah.
Some people are just, make content, red pill content, but they're really like getting heartbroken in the bag.
Yeah.
Or they're really like this.
They're like really simps.
Yeah, they're really
like
simps
behind closed doors. Yeah.
So,
it's funny
City
because
City Boys up.
For
it's
real.
crazy because it was a question that like I had got, and he's like, how do you be red pill and still have a girlfriend? And I was like, me having a girlfriend doesn't mean I'm not red pill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the essence of red pill is self-improvement, right? Putting yourself first. Female nature is in the red pill, yes, but like knowing how to act around women, knowing how to, like, you becoming yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
The red pill is self-improvement, then females start to come. Basically what the red pill is.
A lot of the red pill, any person in the red pill space would probably consider us purple pill because we have girlfriends.
Probably, right?
Because the whole red pill thing it's almost literally just like spinning plates or having a so-called rotation of women. So a lot of that they preach a lot because in the red pill space they'll say like, oh bro, like a girl will tell you, I'm the only guy, you're the only guy like I'm talking to, and in reality you check her DMs, bro, she's talking to you and him and me and the dude from down the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're over here saying like, damn, I really am the only dude she's talking to and she's lying to you, you know.
Yeah.
But like I said, like they would probably consider Alan and I purple pill because we're in a relationship.
I like that. I never heard of purple pill.
It's almost like a mix of, because the blue pill is like the beta.
Blue pill is like all the way to the left.
Blue pill is like the beta, like the fucking nice guy, the pushover.
The quote unquote lover boy.
There you go.
Yeah.
The lover boy.
Sure.
And then the red pill is like the alpha male, or the guy that she breaks the rules for. She'll put rules, like, oh, I don't sleep with guys on the first date, and she getting her back blown out by Tyrone on the first date. You know what I mean? And Tyrone probably didn't even have to take her on the date.
That's crazy, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
That's really how it is. That's really how it is out there.
No, yeah. Another question of mine was, what made you guys want to start creating this kind of self-improvement content, something that guys could grasp onto and really just use as a pillar to really have a guideline for themselves and help themselves a little bit? What made you guys want to start?
I would have to say I started this.
Yeah.
I started this, bro.
Taking the credit? Would you agree?
I think he put me onto the red pill.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. I would definitely say I started watching. I got a lot of inspiration from other red pill creators, and I started my City Boys University on TikTok, and I was being popping there, and I think I went viral a couple of times, and then we went on to Instagram. That's when Alan jumped in, and we started just doing we called ourselves like City Boys.
Yeah.
You know, and then
amazing handle, by the way.
Slowly,
y'all gotta trademark that. Trademark that ASAP.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, we cause I was already making like red pill content when I was like 22.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, I had my own separate YouTube channel. I was already making my content when I was like 22. I'm 25 now.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're not new to this. You're true to it, for sure.
Yeah, and it was like I would just say what really got us into it was living it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Actually living it. Like I would say me, bro. Like after I had after my last girlfriend, I went through a lot of female nature there, bro. A lot of it.
That's where I want to transition to. So after asking you guys what made you start, I want to know, whenever somebody becomes an advocate for a plan or an advocate for a certain idea, it's because they know what it feels like to be that person who didn't put themselves first.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted to ask you guys, if you guys ever had that kind of situation happen to you guys. You're kind of getting into it right now, where you want to help guys out because maybe you were there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was definitely there as well too.
I feel like everybody goes through that. You know, that's part of learning through relationships too.
The same thing, even like you could even take that same concept of knowing what that person is feeling. Mm-hmm. You could use that concept of like personal trainers. Yo, I know what it feels like to be skinny. I know what it feels like to be fat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they take that concept of like, oh, I know what that feeling is. There's, you know how many other fat people are out there? I should help out these fat motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the same thing for us.
I love how you say that.
It's just, you know what I mean? It's like the same for us. Like we understand that there's younger dudes that, bro, like their girlfriend is probably like going to like a big time university and they're here back at home.
Tragic.
Like, bro, and they're here like, yeah, bro, like we just FaceTiming. Bro, like, nah, man, like.
After that FaceTime call.
Come on, bro. After that FaceTime call, my man's from the basketball team is coming down. You know what I mean? Like, stop.
I'm not gonna lie, that was me at one point. That's why I felt it. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
No, because it's true. Literally, we want to tell stories? Like, oh,
Let's go.
Go ahead.
All right. I remember first relationship. It was lasted about 7 years. High school sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? High school sweetheart.
Yeah.
Bled into college, and I remember. You know, same thing, just on FaceTime. Every time we communicate, just be on FaceTime. Maybe every other weekend, I'll go drive about 2 to 3 hours to go see her, or she'll come 2 to 3 hours. Cool, whatever. Now, everybody knows towards the end of a relationship, when you look back, you kind of already know it's going to end, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward a few months later. No. Rewind time a little bit.
Okay.
We're like, I'm not going to lie, it's a little toxic, but we were looking through each other's phones, right? Happens. Never do that. That should be like a city boy rule number 1. Well, obviously she would want you to.
You look through her phone. She can't look through your shit.
There you go. City boys gotta be up.
I don't do the looking through the phone shit.
Me neither.
I don't do it. I actually like. I would like. I don't know. Me personally, because we're just. I feel like that's like the funnest thing about this channel. Mm-hmm. There's 2 different perspectives here. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm looking through the phone. Like, in my head, I'm like,
I went through the phone not the other day.
Yeah. In my head, I'm like, bitch, I dare you to find something better than me.
Yeah.
I dare you. If there's something out there better, yeah, I'm sure there is something better than me out there. Yeah. But like in mine, I'm like, bitch, I dare you. Like I'm that dude.
For me, I feel like I feel like they enjoy when you don't do it, especially when you know the quality person you're dealing with. if you know she's a little too friendly, you already know that as a man. You know how she acts in public, around friends. You kind of already ingested these things, and you decipher in your own head if you want to deal with these things. I feel like sometimes the laid back method could even be more, because she could be more on you when you're more laid back. When you're more laid back, she's gonna like.
Why is he not checking my shit? Why is he not adamant about it? Yeah, that's true.
And she'll probably be even more trustworthy when you don't even check it, because she'll just be like, oh, he doesn't even check my stuff.
But like, there's stories like that all the time. For example, like, didn't Elon Musk or something like that, his wife sleep with the pool boy or some shit?
Crazy, bro.
Elon Musk, or something like that. I don't know, one of those dudes.
You could be saying it, and I don't even know it, but it could be bullshit. But I'm gonna just agree with it.
I mean, that's good. Or like. I thought it was dude fucking the wife Brady. Fucking the gardener or some shit. Yeah, that's what
Tom Brady, the jiu-jitsu instructor, the kids jiu-jitsu instructor, and who's the dude with Microsoft? Not Bezos.
Bill Gates. Amazon. Bill Gates. Is that Bill Gates?
I believe it was Jeff Bezos actually.
No, Jeff Bezos is Amazon, I think.
Yeah, and his wife was with the kid's principal.
Bro, like,
see, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
how could you trade the fucking school principal for the richest?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, though, because you said, "Well, I'd find someone better than me." Bro, they don't. It doesn't necessarily. They don't have to find better. They just go whoever's saying the right thing at the right time, and that's where they go because they're emotional. They don't think logically at the time. See, they just go and they fucking just get that shit.
Me right now.
That's how it is. It's a game.
So, yeah, sometimes if your girl is lacking that emotional connection, she's probably gonna find it somewhere else. Yeah. What first it might start with her friend group, her homegirls. They're gonna validate how she feels.
Exactly, because if her homegirl are sluts, what's gonna happen?
Birds of a feather
flock together. Yeah, they're gonna give you slut advice.
Exactly. She's gonna get closer to her girlfriends to get that emotional support. There's probably gonna be a guy in that friend group. He's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you don't deserve that," or maybe somebody she's working with. Maybe she has a work hubby. You know, a work husband.
Crazy, bro. Have you ever been someone's work hubby?
I have. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did. I was. And it's funny because I was gonna be like that guy, just airing myself out. But man, those work relationships it's so funny because people start them because you're in an office for so long where you really don't have a social life outside of it. That's why you see a lot of in office relationships. Yep. Exactly. And then sometimes that person that you end up finding could make you happier than your girl at home, and
that's great because you probably spend more time with them anyway, like 8 hours a day.
Exactly. Tell me this, bro. Tell me this. Exactly. I don't know about y'all. The side girl treats you better than the main girl.
Oh, she's more fun for sure.
Only until she's the main girl.
She treats you better
than the main girl only until she's the main girl.
I don't think so. Because if you allow some sort of mistreatment from your main girl, that's on you for letting her treat you like that.
No, I'm just saying though, like,
yeah, that I gotta chew on that.
You know what I mean? Like, you know how like the side girl knows you got a main girl. She knows it. But like, how the fuck you still here knowing that I got a main girl? You know what I mean? She's still like.
But how is that treating you better?
I feel like if anything, she's more happy to be there. She's more happy. Yeah. She probably is more appreciative.
That's what I'm saying.
But
until she becomes the main girl,
she like switches up like that.
Because now she's getting all the amenities of.
Because that's why the second girl is always chasing to get after you.
Because that's what I've seen a lot. That's why the only reason why I brought that up was because I've seen that a lot. For example, dudes have like side girls and their main girls, and they're tired of their main girl. She fucking like she got fat and shit like that, you know, this and that, and he's like fucking outside chick is so much better.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I could really say what I want to say, bro.
Say it, bro. This is non-censored here, bro.
Oh man, it's definitely happened where like I'm in a relationship, girl loses herself, and me, I'm the kind of person I want to see you do better. So I'll work with you. I'll be like, yo, let's go to the gym, let's eat, you know, feel good. But sometimes, they might take it as offensive. They might take it as offensive. They might be like, oh, what are you trying to say? It's none of your business. Things like that. And then,
what do you say?
Man, bro, literally, I don't know what to say. Maybe I was too young when that happened. Yeah. So I didn't really know how to like rebuttal that.
What would you say now?
Well, what would I say now? I'd be like, I'm really just trying to look out for you because I care about you. Okay. You know, you gotta do it. You gotta lead with love.
That is true because
like that's like the part of the lover boy that he is. Because I'm just so direct, bro. Yeah. I'd be like, I didn't sign up for this for this shit.
I mean,
bro.
that is true.
I didn't
yes.
sign up for this fat bitch.
Exactly. I didn't.
Because you're in the gym.
Because she
working
didn't
out.
sign up. Because what if it was like reversed? She didn't sign up for this for a fat dude, fat broke stupid dude.
But this happens so, bro. This is so common. What in the beginning of a relationship, when a man is courting a woman, he's putting his money up first. He's putting more attention into her. But then, let's say he loses his job. Let's say he can't provide anymore. How many times has a girl really stuck through to see him through that time while he's broke, while he's down, while he's going through depression?
Most girls won't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do, it's for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And then they'll break up. It won't last.
Yeah.
Because again, I didn't sign up for that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But I'm not gonna sit here saying no, that shit would never happen. Like there is occasions, and I would say that small minority of women that actually would thug it out with you is like, you know, like how there's high value men. There's also high value women.
Yeah.
I would consider that like one of the high value women that would thug it out through you, like how it says even in the Bible, through thick and thin, through sickness and health and riches and
for poor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Now to backtrack just a little bit about you guys starting your red pill content. Who's somebody that you looked up to? I feel like we've had this conversation, but I feel like on camera would be a really good conversation. Mm-hmm. Who's somebody that you guys looked up to in the red pill space?
Really introduced for me is going to be the Godfather, the GOAT, Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
R.I.P. Toad, old dude, man.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah. No, Kevin Samuels for sure. That's what really opened me up, because once I started taking this quote unquote red pill, I saw my life change for the better. As in, I started making more money. I started going to the gym more often. I picked up like some hobbies and shit like that. So it's like I started becoming a better person. So therefore, I can attract better.
Yeah, I see the resemblance too, because when you guys have some parts of your video, some segments where you're like, oh, this is the kind of perfume, the kind of cologne that I'm wearing. Mm-hmm. This smells like this. Yeah. Kevin Samuels was big into scents.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
And showing yourself a certain way.
Presentable, yeah. Which is also part of the red pill.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say. Like self-improvement is red pill.
Do you guys believe that red pill could ever be toxic?
No.
No form of a red pill could be toxic.
No. It's all deserving and it's all blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could argue saying, oh, what about the other side girls and this and that? Well, for you to be able to have side girls, you built yourself up to a certain man to be able to have those side girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because no random girl, or no random dude or average dude is going to be able to have side girls. So you have some sort of attribute to be able to have to maintain.
You're talking about like
those.
A high percentage of men, like a top
like
exactly.
You have
that's
to be
able to do these things.
Exactly, because you have to bring some sort of value to the marketplace to be able to have 1, 2, 3, 4 X amount of girls. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like if that was true, then like there's a one of the stats out that's like I think it's 1 or 2 and 3 men haven't had sex in a whole fucking year, bro.
Yeah.
Dang.
You know what I mean? So you have to have some sort of value to bring for number one, just to get laid. You know what I mean? So now to have multiple women, you have to have some sort of higher level of value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Bless you.
Every time I put my finger up, it's like an edit. You got edit that.
Okay.
Just to make it easier for you guys. All right, so this is the part where I kind of disagree. I feel like at some capacity, red pill it could get a little toxic. Not for the person that's the high percentage guy. I feel like you could be very deserving once you become that high percentage type of man.
Mm-hmm. What part is toxic?
I feel like the people that could watch it, they aren't the top tier guy, and they could implement these ideals and use it as backup or ammunition in a relationship. Kind of be like a little bit more selfish, more self-centered, and I feel like just with that, I do feel like it could get toxic at a point. Like I know a guy, one of my closest friends, he scares the hoes away on a date. Oh, he's scaring them away. First thing he talks about is like, oh, are you gonna be submissive, stuff like that on the first date. That's just cringe.
But the thing is here, the red pill space, like this whole manosphere, it's not for females. It's not for females. If you notice, most of our content, there's only dudes
male
saying
retention.
facts. You know what I mean? There's fucking dudes on there. Show me a fucking comment section that's full of women about something I said or something he said on the fucking internet, and a female goes,
Facts.
That's facts right there. That's facts.
So it's not gonna happen. It doesn't benefit them.
It doesn't.
Exactly.
It doesn't. You know what I mean? So you're telling me girls only want to fucking sit here and, like I said, that whole traditional shit. They want to be traditional only when it's beneficial for them.
Yeah.
You know, but that whole shit of are you gonna be submissive is square as fuck, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's just like it's only for us. Like how the fuck are you gonna sit here and debate a girl? Like at least get some, like how we said in a video one time. At least get some cheeks out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna sit here and argue with the girl on the fucking date. You gonna be submissive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you got OnlyFans? Like, bro, like you're not even the boyfriend, man. Like, shut up.
Yeah. I would say just on that capacity, it could get a little toxic. Like when you aren't him, when you're not him, and then you want to just implement these ideals, it's kind of like you might just be a clown in a sense. Like
the thing is, like
you're perpetuating an image.
What you're saying is, let's say you're in a relationship and then you want to have side girls. Is that what you're basically saying?
I would say
when you're not him yet.
Yeah.
You have to communicate that from the get-go. You and I
From
can be a
very
theme, but I'm gonna
that's
have
the kind of guy you are.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be. But if you're going into the relationship being monogamous, you know, or
and all
you're
of a sudden she
implying
gonna share you,
and you're implying this and hey, you're not gonna be, and you say, oh well, you know, now you're gonna share me. That's not really. I mean, I guess it's not what you said from the get-go. You know what I mean? It's not like changes.
Maybe like a 90% chance you're gonna end up single again.
Being red pill doesn't mean, or cheating doesn't mean you're red pill.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
You know what I mean?
That, yeah. It's just more like self-awareness, but just more like aware of what you call it, like the female nature that's going around. Because a girl will tell you, "I want a nice guy," but she's getting her backbone out by the bad boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, bitch, you just said you want a nice guy, but here's like the nice guy right here, and you know what I mean? You just got clapped in the back of an Altima.
All right. Next question. I would say I'm asking. Can you be Christian and use red pill ideals?
Yes.
And I want to expound on it just a little bit. I feel like if you're Christian, the first thing, one of the things that you learn about a relationship is that one day you're gonna have to sacrifice so much that you gotta die for your wife. You gotta die for your family. Kind of like you're putting yourself out there.
That's the protector part.
Exactly. So, back to our initial conversation. How do you create that balance between knowing that you have to die for someone eventually, right? But not putting yourself so into it where she likes you the most. Like I feel like you can't have a measure of like you like me more, I like you more. It's kind of like an equal thing at the end of the day when it comes to like
despise. I understand your question really. Like despise religion. At the end of the day, you need to trust a woman to be human, and you need to trust a woman to be a woman. At the end of the day, a woman isn't gonna be like, you know what I mean? I know a lot of even bro growing up, I knew a lot of church girls. I got cheated on by a church girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I gotta.
They're humans, yeah. At the end of the day,
they're
Christians. They try to be Christ-like, but they're not Christ themselves. So
Eve gonna be Eve.
Yeah. You know, so
it's gonna be deceitful,
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
deceitful in a sense.
You need to be careful when you bring in these red pill ideologies with you.
Okay.
And then a girl will bring in religion. You know what I mean? And she'll bring up religion. Girls will use religion as a weapon. Towards you.
But what's funny is like religion is for traditional, right? It's for the traditional couple. How is a hoe gonna talk to me about religion?
How is the OnlyFans bitch going to tell you, yo, Millie, you gotta provide and protect for me, and you gotta accept this.
But the majority
36
of women,
body count.
I don't think that I don't subscribe under the idea that the majority of women that's looking for a date or looking for a man is as predatory as a woman that does OnlyFans, because these are women that do sell their bodies. I feel like for like the average girl, because the people that are really listening, right? The people that are really listening and they're into the red pill space and they're trying to get some ideals, and this is where I feel like it might get a little toxic. They kind of demonize women in a sense.
Who?
Would you agree? Like
Who?
somebody that somebody that says like, oh, like that women don't deserve this, women don't deserve that. I feel like
what
the messaging.
type of woman? Certain women don't deserve
obviously,
that.
yeah, obviously they're talking about hoes, but the messaging, it could get clipped up, it could be said under context, and then it could probably be like somebody younger can't really decipher if the woman that they're talking about is just a hoe, because maybe they haven't really experienced too many hoes, but they experience women every day. So they could like start demonizing or generalizing women to be a certain way. That makes sense.
It comes down a lot to maturing as well,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously not every girl out there is a hoe.
Yeah, that's
right.
Facts. What's the ratio?
I would say the majority is though. Because
I'm always like, bro, she's a hoe. It's like, to me, she's a hoe until she proves otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, until you prove that you're innocent. You know
Guilty before proven innocent.
There you go, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's just how but that's only because we're here in the Western world, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the West is fucking gone. Good luck finding a fucking wife here, bro.
It'll be tough.
Get your passport, bro. Get out of here, bro.
It'll be tough. You kind of have to like approach a relationship with no ego. You like if somebody tells you like, oh, this is my past and it's extensive. It's long.
I'm not taking that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
a lot of men do. Like that's the reality for a lot of men.
Settle.
Yeah, that is why they settle.
I mean, I guess men have different thresholds. You know what I mean? I guess everyone has a different limit. I guess, for example, when it comes to body count, like, oh, you can't have past 10 bodies. If you have past 10 bodies, I'm not taking that shit. You know what I mean? So,
there's even stats.
Great conversation. Bro. Wait, what is a good limit? This might be so elementary. This could get you like banned off of like whatever. We could take this out.
Go ahead.
But what is your limit? If I feel like age plays a factor in how many bodies.
If she ever held another man's hand, like that's it.
Yeah, high five. That's it.
Okay, so if you were, let's say you're single, you meet somebody new, she's beautiful, polite, you guys get along. She says, Alan, I'm coming to you, and I'm gonna be honest, I have 12 bodies.
That's too much for me, bro.
Too much?
Okay. For me to take you seriously, 12 is too much. I think a threshold for me would be like 6. Maybe
6?
Like you had 6 fun. Okay.
What about you, Adrian?
I would have to be very, very logical, bro. What I would do, like...
Man's just pulling out the math. He's like...
Bro,
she has 12 bodies in the last
12
week.
12 bodies.
She like, I've had my 12 bodies in the last week.
Just in 1 week?
There's 2 dudes a day, bro.
Yeah.
A week only has 7 days.
Alright, what if she had a long relationship, and then she had a little hoe phase that lasted 3 months? She gained 7 bodies.
Somebody's
crazy, bro. I'm good.
And then you meet her 2 years later.
I'm good.
And she's been celibate for 2 years.
Now look, this is the thing here. Now this is the thing here.
How you thinking? I got him thinking.
But then it comes down to like how I'm treated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I give a fuck about your celibacy. You whatever the fuck.
Celibacy, yeah.
You know what? I give a fuck about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now she's gonna make you pay full price.
That's
you
true.
gotta wait 3 months for this pussy. When you had those dudes ran through 7 in 3 months.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
I gotta pay full price for someone who got it for free.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Fuck
bro.
out of here, bro.
That is something like that I could agree to an extent. Yeah,
because there's a stat, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off. There's a stat that like women that have over a certain amount of bodies, they can't have a good marriage. Like they end up in divorce.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like
because they feel like after every little problem they could just go to something else.
Exactly, bro. Because you gotta be like that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta be very, very logical. Okay, like if you have this amount of bodies, okay then, you know what I mean. Like,
do you feel like it's the same for men too? Like if a man has a certain amount of body, he won't exhibit the same kind of
No, because men and women aren't equal.
I actually agree with that. Yeah, because a guy, and this is pretty controversial, but a guy could cheat on his wife, on his girl, but since he invested so much time, effort, he has kids. He's like, it's not even worth it to like leave her. They say like the divorce rate, 80% are caused by women, right?
Yeah, they initiate it. They file for divorce.
Yeah, through amicable differences or something like that.
And I think like the stat for like cheating though, it's
It's quite equal.
Men and women cheat at the same rate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't really give a fuck when bitches are here like, oh, but men cheat. It's not, no, like men and women cheat at the same fucking rate.
Because it's different for different reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
An example: someone comes in here and has a gun, and I kill him, right? And that's I protected myself. Versus I go out and I just kill somebody, right, randomly.
Yeah.
You murdered that person.
There's two different reasons for why that happened. I guess is it right? Would you say that? I don't know. That's the whole different part. But there's one more justifiable than the other. Mm-hmm. A female will cheat out of spite, pettiness, or whatever the hell, emotionally. It's just another body for us. You know what I mean? It's just,
yeah, that's just, you know what I mean?
True, yeah.
Because
it makes sense. I get that.
The way that, like, do you understand, like, bro, like the emotions that has to go through her for her to spread her legs for another man, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Us, we're just, bro, like, as a dude, bro, you just going, you just running through bitches at this point. You know what I mean? It's not, there's no emotional attachment. Like, a girl actually has to like someone first, get an emotional attachment first before she gets a sexual attachment afterwards.
Before I agree with that, what is the ratio between simps and somebody who's player? Somebody who just keeps it player? Somebody who just acts like a man and a simp? What do you feel like the ratio is?
I feel like
there's a lot of
simps. There's more simps than players.
Okay, reason so that's being because men just aren't getting sex. So when they finally get sex from somebody, they're gonna latch on to that.
That could probably answer my next question. I do feel like you said, guys could just hit it and leave. Mm-hmm. That's not the case. I know guys that fell in love with their side piece. I know guys that they'll crash out over, like, they're something casual with a girl. He finds out that she's messing with somebody else. Oh, he's crashing out. Oh, he's gonna.
It's funny because I just saw a video like that. He's
not boys with his friend no more. He's just like,
a girl went into a room and is like, okay, you're next, and she comes in. He goes in and smashes. She's like, okay, you're next now. Then he smashes, and then the last guy goes in, smashes. He's like, all right, she's done. I'm taking care of her.
Yeah.
She's not doing this anymore. He's like, bro, we just went to train. She's mine.
That's a reality.
And then I'm like, what, bro? Like that's who you're gonna wife and sort of.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't know. That's why I like. There's this thing in the whole red pill space called red pill rage, bro, and sometimes that rage still is like within me, low key, bro, because it's kind of like it's like a rage.
Explain red pill rage.
You're just mad at bitches, bro. Like, bro, I remember when I went through like
that even makes you black pill.
When I
wait, how many pills are there? Wait,
blue pill.
I love this. Wait,
blue pill, red
I'm
pill,
getting educated.
Purple pill, and black pill.
Okay, 4 pills.
You know what I mean? So if you take too much red pill, you end up black pill.
Okay. And that's when you just hate all females. You're like,
yeah, you're like, bro, marriage isn't worth it. Don't have kids with these and this now.
That's when it gets like a little like.
That's
you feel like that's when it gets a little too much.
I would say that's like the toxic part of it
because like you're presenting kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
got you. Oh, okay.
Like men, because what they say it's like men go their own way. They don't find the value in having a wife, kids, and
it can prevent you from having a meaningful relationship.
Right. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. For like me, for example, like, do I have that rage sometimes too? Because like I said, when I went through my red pill rage, bro, when I was young, bro, like a bitch could breathe, and I'm like, she's trying to get attention, man. Fuck this bitch. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was. You know, but
that's transparency though. I love that. Yeah.
It's what you call it, like how Alan said, it's maturing. You know, you gotta understand, like, man, shit, people are going through this fucking life just like I am. Mm-hmm. You know, and
she's crashing out for some kind of reason. Maybe somebody's not giving her some attention. Maybe her dad isn't there. She doesn't know how to love herself.
That's what I'm saying.
You never know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, with that though, is just fucking rage is kicking in again. It's just women sit here and have all this baggage, and they will sit here and say that they deserve a high value man and a high earning man. And they have all this baggage on them, bro. All this baggage and all these bodies on them. And they have a fucking Instagram full of, like, provocative photos. And they had a sugar daddy, like, maybe 6 months ago. And, you know what I mean? She got and she's like, yeah, Millie, you got to wife this up now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, man.
Fuck no, right?
Would you
somebody's on that.
Would you date an OnlyFans girl?
No. I've been on a date with an OnlyFans girl. I have. I've spoken about
how that
you smashed though.
Yes, sir.
No comment. But I'm a virgin. No, no comment. But how did it go? That's a great. That goes into the story of spending $200 on a date, It was that girl, right? And you know what's funny? I asked her, you know, on the first day you try to get to know somebody. So I asked her, I'm like, oh, so like, what do you do for work? She's like, I don't really want to talk about it. I'm telling you,
God,
I literally went to her. She was at an Airbnb. I went over there.
Where is this, in Miami or something?
It's in Orlando.
Okay.
It was in Orlando. I went to an Airbnb, pick her up, right? And literally, she opened up the door, and she was really thick, right? Opened the door in booty shorts. She's like, oh, just follow me. We go up the stairs. And my cheeks is just in my face. Sheesh. I'm like, we're going up the stairs right now? Like, I just pulled up to this? This is kind of crazy. And then the Airbnb owner was like, oh, like, you got until, like, 30 more minutes to leave, something like that. Because you know how you can only stay for an extended amount of time. Right. At 10 a.m., you got to check out or something like that. Yeah. It was like 9:30. So then I pick her up, whatever. I'm cool with Waffle House. I'm just like, yo, let's go get something to eat. You know, I'm hungry. I want some eggs, some pancakes. I'm cool with anything, bro. Bro, we go to 7-Eleven. I'll eat something at 7-Eleven. It sounds dirty, but I'll do it. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, I actually know this place, right? We go to the place. It's like a 5-star like brunch place. She's ordering mimosas. She's like, oh, and I want to know what you guys would do at this point, right? Because this never happened to me. Once we're done eating, she's like, I'm gonna order something for my aunt because I'm gonna go to her house right now. And that's, bro, literally she got something for her aunt. Bro,
paid for this,
bro.
You paid for this?
Lesson learned.
Wait.
It's a lesson learned.
Wait.
Reserve judgment. It's a lesson learned. And then she's like, oh, can I do that? Bro, she kind of looks like Nicki Minaj. So I'm like, yo, you know what, bro? I can't be taking a girl out if I can't pay for it. Sure, I'll do it. It's just in my head. Like, even if you're like my female friend, I'm just a traditional kind of guy. Like, and I know that's not red pill, but even if I'm with a female, yeah, for sure. If I'm with a female friend, I'll just feel kind of weird to just be like, no, you got your stuff. Like, I feel like I would just pick up the bill just to be. Is that Sigma? Just say it's Sigma.
What's that?
Sigma is like above Alpha. No, it's not Sigma. But it was definitely a lesson learned. I paid for it, and then it was like it came out to like almost 200, and I'm like, dang, like,
sheesh, my guy, on a
bro,
breakfast,
just on a breakfast. And then I literally went home, and I was like,
you looked at your bank account, it's like, damn, shit,
bro. I don't know if you remember the part 2 of my video where I called the bank. I'm like, yo, somebody took my card and stole it. Yeah, because, bro, I really thought about it. I'm like, bro, I spent $200 on a breakfast.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like, $200 on a breakfast is crazy, bro.
Right
I didn't even have to have breakfast, bro. I could have ate a nap for breakfast. Like, it doesn't matter. I could have.
No, but that's like your own self. Like, you have like that little like. I guess like that little like red pill awareness in yourself.
Of course, yeah.
You deep down in your guts, you was like,
I shouldn't be
it was
doing
like,
shit,
it was
right?
like, what the fuck? Like, I did this shit for OnlyFans, bitch, and on top of that, I gotta pay for this bitch, auntie. Like, fuck that.
And later on, I found out that she does OnlyFans when I had a deep convo with her.
Now looking back, what would you have done differently?
I would say my selection of women definitely have changed.
Okay.
I really have a low tolerance for people that's just like shaking ass, you know, showing themselves a certain kind of way, talking a certain kind of way.
No, but like even just going for the date though, like. My bad, bro.
I'll answer that one too. My take definitely changed. Even girls that talk a certain way, it kind of just turns me off. Even if she's cute, I could just smell it off of somebody now, like that just
entitlement kind of shit right there.
That entitlement. That heathenism, like that, it's just dirty. Like, I don't know. To me, sometimes it's just like I don't really want to deal with that. Mm-hmm. But if I was to go on the date, what would I do different? I would say, hold on, bitch, don't get the mimosas. We're getting orange juice, okay? We're getting the pancakes with the eggs. We splitting that family meal.
What the thing should be, right? I'm gonna give y'all a red pill.
Yeah.
As a man, you gotta be the leader, right? So. Next time scheduling a date, it's not where do you want to go. It's we're going here.
This is where we're going.
And we're eating this.
Yeah.
So I'm completely, besides what the bill comes out to, it's what I'm choosing. You know what I mean? We're doing this on my dime at this time, and I'm picking up over here and dressed like this. This is what we're going to do.
Yeah. That's
so
actually
you won't feel that you won't be that in that predicament
that
type
way,
of thing. You know what I mean?
Bro, this is and this way you don't gotta pay for a bitch auntie.
Bro, it was like
what really ran through your head though? Like, oh, can I get this from my auntie? What you think? Like, what happened?
Bro, literally in my head, this is how I reacted. Yeah. I was like, sure. In my head, I was like, I'm like, what? Like, I was kind of like, yo, the audacity is kind of crazy right now. Like, I don't even know you.
All right, just for the viewers right now, for the city boys. Yes or no?
We've all been down bad.
Yes, I need a yes
Facts.
or no.
Go ahead.
Did you smash? At least.
Whoa. That's how we started off, yeah.
Oh, you smashed first and then went to go eat?
No. Afterwards.
Oh.
Bro, if I'm already invested that much dollar-wise,
$20,
you have to, like,
off the first day,
son.
oh, I'm following her. I'm texting her to see how her day's going until we link again, until we see each other again. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So eventually, yeah. But would I do it again? No. I would never do that again.
Would you take her serious?
No. Of course not. Yo, what?
I'm just asking, bro.
Heck no, bro. Yo, it's crazy. Have you guys ever had a conversation of somebody that wanted to have start one, but with you?
No.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't even dare to say that.
What do you mean, like a
I mean, you guys are loyal men, so I doubt you guys would have somebody like. But I've gotten that before, where like a girl, let's just ignore the face. So let's just. I have had that proposition before, like, oh, like we should do this, and I remember telling her, cause I just finished seeing some red pill stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, if I control it, you know, like I'll definitely give you like 20%. And she was cool. She was cool with it. No, she was cool with it.
Oh, shit.
But did we do it? No, because I just felt like convicted. Like, yo, my dick is gonna be online. It's kind of crazy. Like, what if one day I want to have a wife? Like, she's gonna like.
Yeah, but
what if somebody sends it to her like, and then she's like, yo, your man was out here like prostituting. Like,
so you're saying, what if a girl asks you to be in an OnlyFans video? Is what you're saying?
I was asking you guys if that's ever happened to y'all.
No. Like I said, like what I was gonna say, like my faces was like my facial expression was changing. Was like I've only been like just the same thing as you. I've been on a date with an OnlyFans girl.
Yeah.
That's it. But I haven't been like trying to be on OnlyFans. Nah, I haven't been on that.
Mm-hmm. So you have been on a date with an OnlyFans girl.
I have.
How did that go?
It was drinks, bro. $40 tab.
That's
Did you get a drink for auntie?
That's true.
Fuck.
She wasn't thirsty? No, I'm playing.
And the thing is here, she did tell me like how I got that out of her, like on the first date, was more like just being like, you know what I mean? I was just being more like a judgmental type of dude, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm over here like, I'm not saying you have to be judgmental, but like I gotta prejudge you, like to put you in a certain category, bro.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I'm just non-judgmental. I'm like, oh, you know, like, so what do you do for work? Like, oh, I do this and snap, blah blah, and then
Was she making good money off of it, or was she like those like girls that's like
No,
on sale,
she
$3.99 on sale?
She had her main job, and then she had that on the side.
Oh, she's want to make too much money.
But she was living like in a house by herself. She was remodeling her house too, and stuff like that. But bro, she was just like, oh, I do this, that, and it was like her 9-to-5 job. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, like, so like, you know, what else do you do for fun? I'm like, oh, I like to take pictures. And I was like, right then and there, I was like, what kind of pictures? I was like, can I see the pictures like you've like taken? Because in my head, I'm like, OnlyFans. Yeah. But I'm over here like maybe, like I said, like sliding the non-judgmental
trying
thing.
To bait her out to see
you know what I mean? I'm like,
you gotta act like you don't really like, you're not gonna judge her, but inside you're like judging the fuck out of her.
But you know what I mean? Because in my head I'm like, oh, so you're like a photographer? Like what kind of photos do you like shoot? Like, can I see some? And she goes, oh, like I do like OnlyFans. And I was like, I was like, check please, check. No, but that's how that ran. I didn't seal the deal that night. No.
Did it ever get sealed?
No.
Never got sealed?
Never got sealed, bro. Never got sealed.
I feel like mine was a W at least.
Yeah. That was a W.
Mine was a W at least. Now, I had to find out that she had an OnlyFans. Not even from her. Like I knew she had an OnlyFans, but
You wanted her to admit it.
She said that she would only like take like mild pictures, like just in a bikini. Bro, when I saw her Twitter, bro, I'm telling you, she's popping it, bro. Like
Damn.
going crazy, having sex, all that stuff. And it kind of like disgusted me. I'm like, dang, like I got with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, she was just giving it up crazy.
Bro, when I see stuff like that, like for one point, like my flesh, like bro, like I'm like, damn, like I'd fuck the shit out of that. You know what I mean? Like on one side, but on the other side, I'm over here saying like, dude, what would this person's father say if they saw this about? You know what I mean? Like
for me, it's like I don't even want to disrespect myself. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
there's probably some old guy just like trying to hit it, or like he probably did,
bro. But that's what I'm saying.
For
like,
some money, and then you're just like doing something.
Could you imagine, like, bro, what would that girl's dad say? Like, just seeing your fucking daughter just getting fucking plowed.
You know what's sad about that, bro? You know what's sad about that? I actually asked this girl, cause I get kind of like, I like having deep conversations. Like, I want to know what made you, like, who you, like...
Go down that road.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know. I'm curious. And she said that ever since she was... And this is what happens with a lot of women in sex work, is that they get idolized for their body at a very young age. And they kind of identify themselves with that. She said that her dad low-key, like, sexualized her when she was, like, a kid.
The fuck?
And I was just... Ever since she told me that, I just didn't even want to, like, do anything with her. I was just like, dang, I wish you got some help, like, honestly.
No, really, though, for real.
You're like disgusted at this point. You're like, fuck.
It's like more sympathetic, like, yo, dang, you went through that. Like, your dad thinks that way of you. Like, you didn't have a chance at all. You didn't have a chance at all, you know? And that's what happens with a lot of women in sex work. That's why, like, I kind of, like, I wouldn't go on a date with a girl that does OnlyFans, that strips, that, I have dated a bottle girl, but like even that sometimes I'm just like, it's a losing game at the end of the day.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like with that stuff, with girls that have OnlyFans, strippers, bottle girls, don't even take them serious, bro. Mm-hmm. Like just like how Fresh and Fit says, recreational use only, bro. Just go there, rack up your body count, get more experience. And then, you know what I mean, who knows, maybe down the line you can find a girl that's not as experienced sexually, and you have all this sex experience, you give this bitch the fucking...
She thinks she's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, what does a girl want? To do with experience.
That is true.
Right? Which is why they date older guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Now, I feel like we've been agreeing for a while now. Mm-hmm. I just thought about one pushback, right? And it has to do with your video, right? And I love your videos, the street interviews. Mm-hmm. Hilarious, bro. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all have to go see it.
It is funny though.
Because they're hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. You guys get girls drunk coming out of the club and they kind of just play themselves a little bit, you know? Mm-hmm. Like they're kind of just like calling you guys hot, and then you're just like, yo, like like you're baiting them a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then you're kind of, it's like a mental game. It's like, like you guys are sober and these girls are just out of it, and they're just like, yo, you guys are hot, and then you guys are like, yo, I don't know what's a good, like a question would be like, yo, like, so how many bodies you got for real?
Yeah,
like, so
the one I love using is this, like, I'll find a girl, I'm like, do you think your body count should matter to a man? Every bitch is gonna be like, no, the fuck, no. I'm like,
that's one that
I go like, okay, so if it doesn't matter, what's your body count? This question's
crickets.
This question's dumb. I don't like this question. I'm like, bitch, you're dumb. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and it's funny. We had a conversation. I think I had a conversation with Alan about it through the DM where I kind of knew one of the girls that were over there. She was wilding. Like, I'll tell you probably behind camera, but she ended up featuring in your video.
Really?
I know who you're talking about.
And I kind of know, like, she wilds out a little bit. That's
really?
what. Yeah. Besides the point, the viewers don't know that. But this is my pushback. I feel like you guys find women in bad places, and it could give off like, yo, like for like, let's say like a 10-year-old
demonize women a little bit.
Not demonizes, but a 10-year-old could look at it and just generalize women to be hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys, it's all about the environment too. So like, if you guys go to like, let's say like a church gathering, you know, you probably will find some like pretty good answers there, right? Maybe not. Maybe everybody sins, but you guys will definitely find like a different kind of answer. Now, when you go to downtown, if you guys don't know, downtown Orlando is the ghettoest place in probably the Northeast. I mean, the Southeast. I'm not gonna lie, but and it's great for clips. Now, it could be detrimental towards the representation of women.
Now, let me tell you this.
That's my only pushback.
The world operates in generalities, right? That's just simply how it works. The majority of women out there act that way.
Are sluts.
Act that way. It's how it is.
Are.
Right.
You're like, they're convinced you like, yo, they are.
They are.
All of them, obviously not. You know, there's going to be a gem over here. This is going to be a traditional girl over there, of course. Yeah. But in generality, females act that way or are this way. So, second point, again, the fuck is a 10-year-old watching my video for?
It's entertaining, bro. It's entertaining.
Yeah, so if a 10-year-old watching this video, man, you gotta. It's too late for him, or too early for him to be trying to consider red pill.
I know you even because you kind of bring in religion in a little bit.
Yeah, we were speaking about this the other day a little bit.
Like I said, man, females are gonna use it against you, bro. They will if they can, they will.
Just for the viewers, how are they gonna use it against you? Like, put an example, like what?
You gotta decipher your way through that, because I have a friend that his girlfriend uses it as like a way to like manipulate him a certain way. You know, and I know what you're talking about. For example, let's say
the OnlyFans girls goes to the church and she baptizes herself. I mean, she gets baptized. Yeah, she's accepted by Christ.
But not by you.
Not by me.
But a way that a woman could use that against you, basically, if, let's say you guys want to go out with your boys, you know, have a fun night out, she'll probably say like, yo, are you really going to hang out with these guys? They're just going to go out and go to the bar. Is that really what you want to do with you? And then he's kind of like, he has that inner conflict with himself, like, man, she has a point, but then he's also missing out on just living life and being like young. And sometimes it's like for a guy, you kind of want to balance too, because your boys can't give you pussy, your girl's gonna give you pussy. So like sometimes a guy's gonna, you know, go after that, like what his girl says.
So is this one of your boys currently?
Old friend from back home, from New Jersey. Right. Yeah, his girlfriend used it against him, and he would kind of just like sway away from a lot of just different activities, and then it led to a point where he wasn't even hanging out with the guys anymore.
Are they still together?
And they're sort of, I think they broke up.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna tell you, let me break that down for you. First of all, if you're watching this or whatever, bro, you're a beta for that. For that, you're a beta. That's a beta thing to do, right?
Yeah.
A man stays masculine, hanging around men.
Masculine
right?
men.
If I'm hanging around with 3
idiots,
I'm gonna be the fourth idiot, right?
Yeah.
So men have to stay in their masculine space in order to be a masculine, right? Or a masculine man. So if I'm hanging out with my girl all the time and I get comfortable and this and that, you start to lose yourself. It's natural. It just has my testosterone levels, or our testosterone levels, probably go down a little bit hanging around our females.
Yeah,
naturally.
I've heard about that. Yeah, naturally. Yeah.
So she's not attracted to a man who's a little emasculating, right?
No.
Why was she with you in the first place?
You gotta continue being you, the
exactly.
man that she fell in love with. And bitch, like, you knew me doing all this shit. Don't try to come over here and be all surprised and that I'm doing this and I'm doing that now that you're in the fucking picture. Bitch, you just showed up over here. You know what I mean? You're new around here.
It's funny
you gotta
you
get used to it.
Because I know a couple of friends who are like that.
Yeah.
I have to disassociate myself from them. They're good people. Like, I had fun. We had like good times, but
what made you disassociate yourself?
If I hang around with another beta, what's that gonna make me?
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I can't do it to myself. You know what I mean? So, and besides, he's probably already like.
That's just in general, man.
Yeah,
like,
so
hanging out with people that just don't want it as much as you. You know, sometimes you have conversations with your friends. You know, your friends might know your aspirations, and they might agree with them. They might say, "Yo, I'm going 100 miles an hour just with you." And then when it's time to really do it, it's like you're kind of doing a little bit more or something like that, or maybe you haven't really discovered his strength yet. You know what I'm saying? That could definitely happen too. That's why I kind of admire this dynamic, because I don't really see two brothers do this. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the brothers that are similar age, they kind of like tend to like
do their own thing,
go separate ways, have different friend groups, things like that. But yeah, just like if you're at home and if you're at home listening, and you have a friend that takes you away from your purpose, you gotta disassociate yourself from them. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Even a woman, even if it's your girlfriend. If it's your girlfriend, that too, it might hurt for right now, it might make you lonely temporarily, but it's gonna make you better as a man.
I mean, but like if you have a woman that like she brings value to you, and then that's what I'm saying. Like that's a natural thing for women to do. Like I feel like every female is gonna deter you away just a little bit from your guys, but you gotta like check her. Like
you gotta gotta swerve back into your lane.
You gotta be like, you know what I mean? Like you love. It's not that you don't love your girl, bro. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, look. I gotta do all these things so we can be good. You know what I mean? Like just because I do all these things doesn't mean I don't care for you or don't have love for you. You know what I mean? It's just more like, bitch, like you fell in love with me because I was all these things and I was doing all these things. You know what I mean? So now you want to take me away from all that shit?
That was the soft side of Adrian, actually. And then you're like, well, bitch. That actually sounded like very good, yo. That was actually very good.
You gotta like snap back into it sometimes. Right? That's what I'm saying. You need to be
professional.
You need to be around like masculine men all the time, so you can be like, okay, no, I gotta snap back. No, okay, I gotta snap back. You know what I mean? Because if not, you're just gonna. The comfort is so comforting. It's so good to just.
It's not challenging.
It just feels so good to just sit here. It's easy.
Yeah, it's not challenging at all. It doesn't help you progress in any kind of way.
And realistically, men. I won't say realistically. Well, I guess realistically, but factually, men are in their like masculinity when they're in a challenge. When you're facing a challenge, you know what I mean? That's where you're true masculine. Okay, how do I figure this out? And you start.
That's why we like self-improvement is so high. Like that's why he continues doing bodybuilding. To be under amount so much stress, like under the weights, you know what I mean, and to get into that mental state again, to get under all those weights again, like you knew like from like yesterday, like man that shit hurt yesterday, I have to do that again.
Yeah,
and it's
training anxiety.
Same thing, bro. Same thing for me. Bro, I just got punched in the face last week. I gotta come in here and get punched in the face again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's just. You have to inflict self-pain on yourself.
My jiu-jitsu coach told me that. They said whenever you go through any kind of physical pain in any establishment that you go to, some people you establish like training anxiety. You know, in your mind, you know, once you step into that establishment, you know you're going to get punched in the face. Somebody's going to tap you out cold. You're probably going to be choked out.
For a couple seconds,
yeah, your muscles are going to be strained. You're probably going to be on the verge of passing out, throwing up. But it's just about that decision of going there again. And
you get comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And now I'm no longer in anxiety, I guess. In these kind of like, oh damn, like for example, right? Damn, like this set's gonna be really hard. You know, like, nah.
You don't even
did that already. You know.
Back to that conversation about having men around you, masculine men around you. I feel like it's going to be naturally difficult for you to connect yourself with any woman if you're constantly under duress, if you're constantly under a certain kind of stress to put yourself better. Because a lot of girls, a lot of women, they feel they want to, you know, have a good time. They want to be light on their feet, and you're kind of under duress a lot of the time. Like, it's very hard for me, let alone to find friends that understand how to run a business. So I got to talk to older people. But then stress of owning a business and then doing certain other things, sometimes you can't even have a conversation with somebody that could relate. So naturally, if you are somebody on your grind, you got to understand that sometimes it is a little more difficult to connect intimately with somebody because you are because you're always under stress. You might have to find somebody that understands that stress value, that understands that level of what's the word? Like of duress. Yeah, the rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like the importance of finding like-minded men. You know what I mean? So you want to. That's the whole conversation we've been having this whole time. Is just find people, either that are people that are like-minded, people that are better than you, and people that have the same vision as you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just like Alan said, bro. If I'm with some idiot, I'm gonna be the fourth idiot.
Yeah. And tell me now, after you've done so many months, years of self-improvement, sometimes you can't even stand a conversation with somebody who hasn't.
Yo, I literally get that because I'm just, bro, that just clicks because there's some people, well, not people, there was a person at my job, right? And he's just so incompetent. And I just like, yo, I have to. I'm like, yo, and I just looking at him, I'm like, bro, are you seeing this shit? Like, bro, I'm like, you know, I just have to like walk off or something because like it just pisses me off. Well, when I see something like that, like, bro, it's just so incompetent. Like, bro, like, but again, you know, I guess everyone starts somewhere, and I should be maybe more understanding, but
yeah,
that's how what you were saying. That's how I felt at one point. I was like, damn, like this.
It does make me happy though. You know why it makes me happy? Because not everybody can make it to a certain kind of level. Let's say money-wise. Let's say in a certain sport. Let's say not everybody's deserving to be up there. Only the people that are fully competent. What's the saying? Competency gets compensated, right? So only a few amount of people could actually that put in the work could even experience that kind of lifestyle. You know, so I don't mind being in a position where for example, I'm from New Jersey. I live out here in Orlando now. A lot of my friends from back home, when I do fly back home, I'll share a drink with them, but nothing ever changed with them. So sometimes I'm just like, I could look at it in a bad aspect, like, dang, bro, I want to pull you up, which I have before, which I've tried to before, but it gets kind of like
tiring.
Not tiring. But I do see the good aspects in it though, because not everybody deserves to be there right there next to me. Because there's a lazy motherfucker that I grew up with. He doesn't deserve to like to even have like an investment going on, and he doesn't even wake up. He doesn't even wake up early. Yeah. Like if you can't even wake up early, how can you even be deserving of half the things that you have?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like the whole thing. Even when Alan said like it pisses you off to see someone that's incompetent. It pisses me off. I'm like, bro, you're stupid for this, but like, bro, like, you're super good to fucking type in Pornhub and fucking beat your fucking meat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, bro, you have the ability to do that dumb shit, but you can't do this simple fucking thing, bro.
Yeah. It doesn't piss me off. It just makes me happy because not everyone deserves to be right next to you.
That reminds me of something from Kevin Samuels who said that.
Yeah.
He said, "You're making the game easier."
There you go.
Because I stand out. You make the game easier. I'm already up here, and you're making me look good.
Yeah. Exactly.
He says, yeah.
Exactly. Now that's another great point that you just pointed out right now, bro. I don't know how long this is gonna last. This is probably like
it's all good. It's all good content. I like it.
Yeah, same. This is a great conversation. Yeah. Pornography. It's something I'll say 99% of men in this country, you know, struggle with. First time I watched porn, I was probably like in elementary school. Okay. Like it's just something that was just. Do you remember LimeWire?
No.
LimeWire was like the software where you download music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was trying to download the movie Step Brothers, and then I got what really was on my PSP was Step Brother porn, like with a girl or something like that. And I remember watching it, and it literally broke my innocence right there. I'm just like, dang, like I didn't even know how to explain it. You know, when you're a kid and you just feel like a little bit of shame, you're just like, dang, like you instantly delete it, and then your mind is just like super curious. Then you go see it again. That's kind of what happened to me. So I'm just like I want to ask y'all, how was pornography introduced to y'all, and the dangers of it as well.
Shit.
I guess I don't know. I was really young. I might have been like fucking 5, maybe 8. I don't know.
Children nowadays.
Yeah.
Children nowadays are getting exposed to this so early.
I somehow woke up early as fuck, and I was going to TV, and there was some porn on TV.
Yeah.
On the TV.
Easily accessible. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. I'm glad you brought that up because the dangers of it is what's keeping men comfortable. This is why the 1 in 3 men aren't having sex, is because it's so everything nowadays is like this. Validation for females on Instagram like this. Your Amazon package comes here like this. Your Uber Eats like this. Everything is like this. Men don't have to go out and ask for a bitch to bust a nut off anymore. go to Pornhub like
the
this.
hunting thing is not there anymore.
That's what's missing. Like that primal kind of thing is missing from men.
Yeah.
So definitely men
Agreed.
having to, so to speak, attack. You know, going out there and getting a girl.
It takes away your power. In a sense.
Let me just go watch her porn and I'll bust them today.
Yeah.
So it's very. It's very hindering for a man because it
creates like an anxiety too. It creates.
Because when it comes down to that thing, right? How do you don't even know how to act?
Yeah.
How do you don't have no social skill, have no sense of charisma, game, so to speak.
Exactly.
And let's say somehow miraculously you got it down to do it, you don't even know how to start because all you've been doing is what dudes like going to the extreme, you know, fucking BDSM or some shit. You know what I mean?
Fast forwarding.
Exactly.
Video
so
you're trying to rush all the way towards the end of it when you don't even know how to be intimate to begin with.
Exactly.
You know.
So that's
it's hindering. Just
very hindering. Yeah.
Hindering
for sure. And honestly, and if you do want to get women, that could be the last thing that you actually want to do is jerk off. Look, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I will say like it's something that watching pornography is something that it is a struggle that I've gone through in my own life, but I've gave it up probably since like January, so I'm like 3 months strong, and it's not like a problem. Like I've just been doing it like every day, you know, like twice a day. Like no, like, but it is something that has been like very regular in conversations where dudes are just like, yo, yeah, I beat my shit like yesterday, or it's just like, but you know, like it's normal to talk about, bro. Like it's so normal to even watch, like I could imagine
a whole bunch of soft porn on the internet as well. You see girls in lingerie, or a good-looking girl on Instagram, you know, or girls shaking their ass or doing workout.
Not enough men are talking about this, because a lot of people struggle with it. Not enough men are talking about it. Like he said, like you could get triggered off of anything. You could get triggered from Instagram. Yeah. You could get triggered from watching TV and advertisement. If sex sells, so basically, if you're watching an advertisement commercial, I saw Gucci commercials. Girl was like half naked, you know. So so I would say if you do want to, you know, get laid or find some, that's like it's so counterproductive because one, you might have performance anxiety, right? So your thing won't even get up when you're trying to get down, you know. I don't have a list, but yeah, it
just hinders you a lot. It just, like I said, it just takes away that hunter's, like you said, like that primal sense from you. Just ED, you know what I mean, and anxiety. Your ambition is low. Your testosterone is low. You know what I mean, and just different factors that just hinders you, bro.
I'm pretty sure you guys get like the Tate brothers comparison a lot. What's something because they're brothers. Honestly, I didn't know that they were brothers until maybe like last week, and then I saw Adrian at the gym the other day, and he showed me a baby picture of you guys, and I just couldn't believe it that you guys were just like going this hard on content together, going to the gym that much, because you don't really see that a lot. So like, do you guys ever get comparisons with like the Tate brothers? And if you do, what are some differences that you see between you and them?
So realistically, we don't get comparisons to the Tate brothers. I don't think we've gotten to that level of.
I've only got one comment from a guy at the gym. He was like, "Bro, you and your brother are like the Tate brothers." I'm like, "No, we're not. We're nothing alike them."
But I do admire, because so what we do have some alikes. I would die for this dude, and I can see that in the Tate brothers as well. They will go. I think isn't like Tristan, isn't he like innocent from all that shit Andrew Tate's getting?
That's not yet. Like, so Tristan has nothing to do with the whole, like.
But he's like, I'm getting arrested too. You going to jail? I'm gonna go to jail with you, bro. You go to jail together or some shit, you know. So they get that's the kind of relationship I have with him. It's a do or die thing, like we're together.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I think being or having someone close to you or as a brother, like you have someone on your ass like this, you know, like yo, you're falling off, bro.
Yeah.
Get back on track.
And there's no one else you could probably trust more than him. Yeah. Family's forever. You know? You can have a friend that's so tight with you, but the fact that you guys are brothers, it's like you guys would never want the worst for him. You would never want the worst for him, and he would never want something wrong to happen to you. Yeah. You know? And there's friends that could ploy that they're like your best friend. But I have seen some people just like, you know, hating in the back, or just like trying to get with a girl that he's trying to get with. And
it's crazy, bro.
But you don't see that within family though. You could if they're just so like there's like a comparison hatred from the beginning, but it's so like if you come from a good family, it just doesn't work like that.
Well, the thing is, like for example, like comparison. There has been that comparison even when I was young. Like it was about who was smarter, who was stronger, who was faster, who was this and who was that. You know what I mean? So there was like that little like competition between each other growing up.
That's normal.
You know, but at the end of the day, like what my dad always taught me and him was like, he's like, bro, there's only 2 of you guys. That's it. You know, so like he's like, well, I mean, it's like I can understand if there was like 6 of you guys. You know what I mean? You could get mad with your brother and you have 5 other siblings. Yeah. He's like, but it's only you 2 here. Like that's all you have. And bro, growing up, that's all I know, bro. Like it's just I don't have anything else besides my older brother.